very happy to be sitting here with an old friend, Dennis Millay. Dennis, good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is all part of celebrating TCM's 30th anniversary here in 2024. Network signed on to the air April 14th, 1994. Dennis, you were here.
I was here.
You were here before that.
Yeah. I got here in August of 93 and started planning TCM's launch.
You are considered really employee number one at Turner
Correct.
Classic Movies.
Because most of the other people that worked on TCM the first few years also worked on TNT.
Right. So
I was totally dedicated to TCM.
What was your job before we went on the air?
I was called a programming assistant.
Yeah.
And, so I had come from the film library. I was very close to all the people there.
Come from the film library?
The Turner Entertainment Company film library, which he created after he'd bought MGM and realized he couldn't keep that thing going, so he had to spin the library off.
So, Dennis, you were acutely familiar with with everything we had.
Yes.
Right. All right.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Much.
Not everything, but a lot of it.
Of course, we had a lot. So, what was the mood like? That you said there was a sense that this was going to be something special.
Oh, it was. It was great. And the thing about, I would spend my daytimes like ordering trailers and shorts and movies because Turner networks prior to TCM were all on 1-inch tape. Mm-hmm. And we were going to be the first D2 network.
D2.
It was a video format.
Just a format that came and went.
Popular in the 90s.
Right. Popular. In the back half of 1993, after you got here.
Yeah.
Brad Siegel was here last week, and he said when Ted told him that there was going to be a classic movie channel and that he was going to run it, the first call he made, he thinks, was to Robert Osborne. Even though he had formed a friendship with Robert, he wanted to hire Robert. He said to you guys, you TCM employees, take him to lunch.
Well, so before that, when I actually came and interviewed, Brad asked me.
Oh, right.
He's like, who do you think would be a great host? And Robert was my person because I read his
column. And Brad already knew him.
And I didn't know that.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know that he was on the short list, but apparently the short list was so short that it was just one person.
Robert Osborne on that list, right.
I didn't know that at the time. My interview was in June. I moved here in August, started on TCM, and sometime in the fall, Robert came. We all took him to lunch and came back, and we're like, this is the guy.
But Brad said, if you don't like him.
Yeah, but apparently that wasn't really the truth.
I'm sure it's not true, but it didn't matter because everybody loved Robert.
Yeah, we loved him. Right. And we had instant rapport.
Give me a sense of what Robert was like in those early days.
He was just very relaxed. And I remember talking to him about why he had left LA and went to New York.
What did he say? Why did
he just said he was kind of tired of LA and he loved the vibe and the energy of New York. And he loved his building, the Osborne building.
I mean, that's insane, right? I mean, we know it now.
Yeah.
Robert Osborne had 2 or 3 apartments in the Osborne building.
Yes, and one of them was Leonard Bernstein's office and writing room.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Which luckily he showed me. And one time I remember he's like, oh, there's a paper show, movie paper show. He's like, let's go to Brooklyn and go to the movie paper show. And we did, He was very fun. So
I'm going to go back a little bit. You said you were on the D2 format. I don't care about the format, but you were ordering trailers, stuff like that.
Trailers,
right?
shorts, all that stuff.
And why did we need trailers and shorts? You specifically, why did you need trailers and shorts?
Well, because we wanted to use them as promos and shorts as filler entertainment. There are what I call the usual suspects: Singing in the Rain, Citizen Kane, Gone with the Wind, Wizard of Oz, Casablanca. I wanted to try and do a deep dive, as deep as we could go. And the proudest moments during my career here was the 6 RKO Lost and Founds that we tracked down and preserved and found the elements and did all of that. And then the Iron Petticoat, that not so great Katharine Hepburn, Bob Hope movie, but it's beautiful in VistaVision and Technicolor, and we brought that back out. That was my thing. Try to use every possible asset that we had, if we could. We're
going to show That's Entertainment, which is the movie you've picked, 1974, celebration of MGM's 50th anniversary. I want to get the story of what drew you to that, but one of the great things that this channel did when it signed on April 14th, 1994. And I'm going to use the phrase oddball regarding you in the most affectionate way possible, because what this channel did was give oddballs like Dennis Millay, right? And I mean oddballs only in the sense of your love of classic movies.
No, just
this way to connect with the other oddballs, right?
Right. And then I got here and, I was surrounded by other people like me, and Robert was a person like me.
But then we have this festival, right? And then you realize, I mean, that's just what I think is so wonderful about it, is these you connect.
Right.
This is a much bigger community than you realize.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Well, this place wouldn't be what it is without you. So thanks,
Thank
Dennis.
you. Thank you
And
so much.
we'll talk more after we see the film that Dennis selected and his great history with this movie. So here it is from 1974, celebrating MGM's 50th anniversary. That's entertainment. I'm here with my friend Dennis Millay, who was Senior Director of Programming here at
Correct.
TCM for 25 years, 1993.
Started as a programming assistant.
Right, and worked your way up. You picked That's Entertainment, celebration of MGM's 50th anniversary from 1974. The 9-year-old Dennis Millay, this film was a big deal.
It was. I saw The Wizard of Oz at 3, became obsessed with it and then Judy. So my mom never discouraged anything. So she bought me my first Judy Garland record at the age of 5 that I would play on my Mickey Mouse record player where Mickey's finger was the needle.
Nice.
And then on a Saturday night, we were watching the Carol Burnett show, and there was a promo for That's Entertainment. And of course, Judy and Oz figured heavily in the promo. It had been a huge success. So 75, it's on television. I'm 9. I take my mom's Memorex cassette recorder because it's pre-home video. I sit it in front of the TV and record all of the audio.
Just the audio, of course.
And then memorized it. And little did I know that very same month, the book, The MGM Story, came out, which is a year-by-year accounting of every movie MGM ever made with a photograph and a description.
John Douglas
cast,
themes.
John
right?
Douglas themes.
And it's a coffee table book.
Coffee table book.
Right.
So we check it out of the Louisville Free Public Library. I keep it way overdue. So my mom pays the overdues, takes it back, and then she buys it for me. It's my first film book.
Yeah.
And then literally I would take the
Your first film book at 10 is a coffee table book.
a coffee table book about MGM. And then I would take the TV week when it would come out, and I would look up and see if it was an MGM movie. And if it was, I would circle it and try and make sure I watched it. And then I was very lucky that I was the oldest of 4 boys. And so when my mom and dad would let me babysit, around that same time, our local PBS affiliate started showing MGM musicals on Saturday nights, and mom and dad went out a lot on Saturday nights. So I was in charge of the TV, and I got to see The Bandwagon and Singing in the Rain and On the Town and Till the Clouds Roll By, and a whole bunch of MGM musicals.
When you saw a movie from another studio, did you feel like you were cheating on MGM?
No, so it just kind of progressed naturally.
Right.
So it started with Oz, Judy, MGM musicals, MGM in general, and then other studios when I was a teenager. So
Right.
I started seeing RKO movies and Warner movies.
And you realized
I loved all of it.
wasn't just MGM.
No, I loved Betty Davis and, all of that. So
There's an argument to be made in a place, TCM, in those early days, filled with people who knew classic movies, but as they were part of people's souls who worked here. There's an argument to be made that it was that you actually may have had more information than anyone else, including Robert, which is saying something.
he would come to me and ask me things sometimes.
That must have made you feel pretty
some of the
great.
cool little things that I got to take from the film library and bring here that were very useful. I had the MGM release schedule,
Every movie, right.
and what the production number was, by production number.
Are
All
there
that kind
some
of cool
production
stuff.
numbers you still remember?
1060 is The Wizard of Oz,
Right.
my favorite
Yeah.
movie of all time.
Dennis, thanks for all the support you gave me over the years and for the work you did making this place what it is today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Dennis is done for the night, but our look at TCM's 30th anniversary continues. Dave Carter will be here with TCM's first researcher, Alexa Foreman. She'll have To Be or Not to Be when we come back on TCM.
Next on TCM, To Be or Not to Be. Then, The Producers. And later, The Great Dictator. Unwrap some Chaplin on TCM tonight.